Morning everybody, welcome back to Now Timmy 66, the cooking edition. This morning my wife and I, because we both have to work on Monday and I have to work on Tuesday, which you know is the 4th of July, my wife and I are going to start cooking today, so we're not up cooking, you know, all night. And one of the things that we're doing, we're doing two things. We're going to do a brisket, which can take anywhere from 10 to 12 hours, at least 8 hours of cooking, and we're going to smoke that. And we're also going to do a pork shoulder. Now when we typically do this, I want to show you the grill. This is our large smoker that I showed you guys in the last video. It's hard to do this one-handed, guys. Anyway, that shelf comes up. There's a fire pit in there. And here is the pit itself. It's huge. So I can give you a little bit better shot. So what am I doing? I'm out cleaning it up, getting it ready to go for the smoke that we're going to do today. And I thought what I would do is try to show you guys how I do it, how we do it. It's always turned out really well. So hoping that this might interest you and come on along for the smoky ride. So of course this entire cooking process starts with my beautiful bride, the expert chef. She really is, guys. She's great at barbecuing. She's a barbecuer. Anyway,
Queen.
She's a barbecue queen. Sorry. So this is the pork roast that she bought. Right now she is just trimming it up and getting it ready to go. My job's always been kind of the fire keeper, and you know, not much else. She does all the cooking, seasoning, all that stuff. So anyway, let me show you guys how I go ahead. I got the pit cleaned out, so the next thing is going ahead and building the fire. So at least I can show you that part. I know what I'm talking about. Now keep in mind, I know there's 100 different ways to do this, but I thought I would show you how I started out. First thing I do is we have this chimney. Let's see if I can set this up so you guys can actually see what's going on. Be right back. How we start out is I start out by filling this chimney with some matchlight charcoal. And these things never tear off properly for me. I don't know about you guys, but I always end up having to rip the bag. They're just like, just pull. Oh, look, and it worked. It must be because I'm on video. Anyway, so I fill this up. Like so. The most important thing, honestly, is to get a good hot bed of coals going first. So that's what we're going to work on first. Next, we have fire. One fire cube and kind of set it down in here a little bit because it'll ignite. Then I take another one. I set it on the grill itself. You know, danger, danger, fire. Light the fire cube. And I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it's actually lit. Actually, I take that back because I'm using matchlight. I'm going to put both of these fire sources down here on the bottom. And go ahead and set this on top. So, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there is a fire going under there. And if you can see, it's already starting to smoke. And what you do, what I like to do, sorry, I know, no light. What I like to do is I like to get that going good and hot until those coals are just about ready. Then, well, by ready I mean they're white hot usually. Then take the whole thing and dump it into the firebox so that the fire is going nice and hot, and begin adding a few splits of wood. This is post oak wood and hickory, a Texas favorite. The next trick I have up my sleeve is this. Now this is a much older version. I'm not saying it's a bad version, but it's an older version of the apps that you can get today that'll actually go on your phone. And what this does is this will measure both the pit temperature and the meat temperature. So it has a meat probe. You can keep that monitored. It also comes with a remote monitoring device. So this is the one that stays at the grill, and then this one you link up and you can take it inside, so you don't have to sit out in the heat all day to do your monitoring of your internal cooking temperature, as well as keeping the pit at the proper operating temperatures as well. So this is how this hooks up. It's just got a wire that plugs into the barbecue side, runs around, and then you just clip it in here. Okay, and that's for to measure the temperature of the pit. As you can see, we've got smoke. Those coals are starting to go. So we're about ready to get this party started. Then on the other side over here, I don't know if this makes it out, there's another hole right here. Get that out of the way. There's another hole right here. And that goes to this. And that is what you insert in the meat to monitor the temperatures. Pretty fancy, isn't it? I know. I hope this makes it out. It's busy connecting right now, but as you can see, you got two different sections on this. You got your food and your barbecue temperatures. That's how that works. And the biggest problem I have with this is that it worked really well when we got it, but like right now you can see it flashing like that. It doesn't want to connect up anymore. It's supposed to connect via Bluetooth, and it has a really hard time connecting. This is the remote device that you're supposed to be able to take inside with you. I'm not bad-mouthing the product. I'm just saying it's pretty old, kind of antiquated. That's why I'd like to get one that you can actually have an app on your phone. But you have to keep messing with this Wi-Fi until you actually get it to read on here the same as it's reading on this monitor here. And it can be kind of a pain. So anyway, guys, that's the start of the process. I actually got it to connect. Here, I'll show you. Give you a better impression. So this is the one that stays at the pit. Right now it's just showing 131 degrees. And then right here, it's connected up at 131 degrees. Now, when I insert this probe into the pork shoulder, it'll start reading that temperature as well. This one will fluctuate back and forth and tell you this is your pit temperature, this is the meat temperature, and this one constantly monitors it so you can keep an eye on it. Like I said, when they're side by side like that, it works great, but as you pull it further away, it has a tendency to lose its signal. So there you go with that. Okay guys, next steps, dumping those hot coals into the firebox and getting a stick of wood on. Be really careful when you do this. As you guys can see, or hopefully I caught it on camera, it flamed up pretty good. But those chimneys are an excellent way to start a hot bed of coals. Now I'm going to grab some wood. The first thing we want to do is get the smoke started. So one step I left out. On top of those hot coals, I did put some lump charcoal in there. And then I went ahead and threw one stick of pecan wood on. As we've changed our minds, we've decided we're not going to do the brisket. We're just going to do the pork shoulder today because neither one of us feels like staying up for 12 hours cooking. So that's the fire process. See guys, it's all about getting the smoke. That meat will not go on until we get a good clear smoke. And you may wonder what clear smoke is. When you first start a fire, you notice there would be a lot of smoke coming out, and it's that gray, sooty kind of smoke. That's not the smoke you want on your meat. That's called dirty smoke. So what we're looking for is a very thin blue smoke to come out of the stack right here. Once we achieve that level, the meat's ready to go on. So now it's just a matter of shutting it all down, getting that fire built up and getting that smoke rolling, and then it's cooking time. And so I thought I would show you guys the unfinished finished product so far. The temperature of the meat itself is at 150, or of the pit is at 154. It's because I have the grill open. It's lost a lot of heat. There's our pork shoulder. There's the probe in. You probably doesn't pick it up on camera, but we have nice clean smoke rolling. Now we shut down that lid and we let it get some smoke, man. So we will check back in with you in a little while and let you see the end results. Thanks for watching Not Timmy 66. Hope everybody has a great 4th of July weekend.